The bonnet hinges are proving a bit hard to get the screws out, but not impossible. We're getting them. Oh, it's still hot. They both gave up easily in the end. Thank God. Yeah. Just made myself a swimming pool for the roof to go in. We'll see how it works. Got my paint the other day for the parts I've been repairing, and I just put a little, with a stick, put a bit on the vent. It's a little bit darker than the original, but the original's 50 years old, so it's understandable. But what I'm going to do, this is a Dune Beige, colour code 416, but I'm actually going to try and go for the lighter. It's just a beige, it's colour code 464, and mine was actually overcoated with the 464, I think. It was a shit job, but seeing I'm sort of going back to bare metal everywhere, I sort of prefer that colour. Anyway, I've ordered the other and see how we go. So today I'm working on the wiper motors. I'm sort of waiting for the molasses swimming pool. I had to repair a few leaks, so I've got it full again, so I'm just checking it to see if it leaks before I put the molasses in there and probably piss off all my neighbours. But oh, what do? I'll cover it, see what happens. So I'm also waiting for the rear cab section to come back from the sandblaster, and once I get the molasses pool sorted out, I'll put the roof in there. So eventually I'll end up painting a few things. The windscreen frame will be one of them, so I'll get my wiper motors sorted out. They're really hard to get. These are a TNK, so there's two of them, one for each side. I tested them in the car, and they one sort of seems to go faster than the other, but anyway, that's life. They do park when you turn it off, so that's nice. But yeah, so I'm going to pull them apart, put a bit of grease on them, see how they go. So they're not too bad in there, but I'll clean them up, re-grease them, and then maybe give the brushes or armature a little bit of a light scuff to get any carbon off them, and I'll test them out again. All cleaned up and looking good, no surprises. All the bushings seem to be pretty tight, so I think it'll work well. Got my rear cab section back from the sandblaster, looking good. Got a few dents here and there, but rust is almost non-existent. So I'm going to put it in epoxy primer and then work on some of those dents. See how she comes up. The molasses vat working away. Hopefully all is good under there. Got all my wiper motors painted, looking good. Now I've just got to go through these screws. I think I'll get these little plates. I think it's nickel plated, because you can see them when they're up on the windscreen frame, so they'll look really good. And I've just got to clean up the screws. They'll be like brand new, all good. All the screws on my wiper motors are a bit, I don't know if you can see that, they're a bit like damaged from being on and off a million times, I suppose. So I'm filing them, a little diamond file, and cleaning up the heads. A lot of detail. Anyway, I'm enjoying it. So they'll look nicer. There's always more than what you think. Putting the rust blast, I think phosphoric acid on it to eat that rust away, and it gives a little bit of a zinc coating apparently. So I'll hose that out once it's been on there now for 15 minutes and keep it wet. Hose that out, and then I'll weld through primer it and put the patch on. That's it. I did that little one in the back. It's a bit rough on this side, but it doesn't matter. This side's all smoothed out. It's all good. So I'm coming up. That's the easy one done. So got the patch welded in, and come up good. I was lucky to leave that little edge on there over to the inside, so when I welded it back here, there's no distortion, which is nice. So it turned out good from the outside, and all tidy from the inside as well. Good. Now I'm going to work on this little corner. A bit eaten out in there too. It's a double section, and it's got a locating post, or what's left of it. I think it's supposed to look like that. Yeah. I'm sure they do. They might take a section out of the other cab up higher where the metal's better. It's alright up here, it's only above it at the ends. This is the other side. Pretty much the same troubles. Anyway, that's the job at hand. Got a little piece out of the old cab, just fit in there. Just got to sort out that locating height. I just love it. What is that beep? It's supposed to have one of those. That's also Jaws isn't the only thing I can hear in my headphones during. So I got to find that somewhere because all my ones they're rusted out. Which you've just pointed out, which is a clock. So anyway, I'm going to tack that on. I've got to repair that too. Cut this section off. It's 3-minute bulletins here on Triple J. And put a new one on. And put that bit back. I've got to really, kind of contend with the time. And away we go. Just piecing it back together. Okay, just got to make that end cap section now. I might try it on the cab before I weld it up.